Today I fudged up by breaking a window and blaming it on my boyfriend's son. My boyfriend and his son, male 13, moved to a new rental house on Monday. I've been over there helping them clean up and get settled in. They have a huge stone wall thing on the side of their house with a big window where the living room is. My boyfriend asked me to set up a flower bed like the one I have at my house. I absolutely love gardening, so I happily accepted. Today I was in the yard along with his son, who was throwing a baseball against the wall while my boyfriend showered. Since we can't really plant the things I wanted now, I was just making the outside of the house pretty. I decided to run to the store to grab a few more bricks for the perimeter. My boyfriend's son had mentioned that he was going to a friend's house and likely wouldn't be there when I got back. Just as he said, he was gone when I got back. My boyfriend had driven him, so he was also gone. I got back to work in the garden. It started off as small things annoying me, like mosquitoes or the neighbor's yappy dog barking. Then I got a phone call from work asking me to come in on my day off. I was already frustrated by then, so when storm clouds started to come in, I just lost it and threw a brick. A brick? That's your go-to? Brick? Okay, I'm gonna red flag that, just as a general concern for your well-being. It hit the huge living room window and shattered. I panicked for a few minutes, not wanting him to be mad at me. I've had horrible relationships in the past, so I was scared and not thinking straight. I grabbed his son's baseball and threw it through the busted window before going back to my car. Now it's freaking premeditated, like framing. What? I panicked and threw a brick, then panicked more and threw a baseball through the hole that the brick had made, so he wouldn't be mad at me. Good job, I guess. I turned it on and waited for my boyfriend to pull up. I acted like I had just gotten there and walked inside with him. He, of course, saw the window and immediately called his son. He went to pick him up, and when they came back, his son was in tears. He kept trying to tell my boyfriend it wasn't him, but he didn't believe him. My boyfriend told him he was disappointed in him for lying and gave him one more chance to tell the truth before spanking him because he thought he was lying again. This kid 13, right? He grounded him from his phone and Xbox too. I left at that point just out of guilt. That's what you did out of guilt? We need to talk about your reflex decisions here, OP. His son is a good kid and never gets in trouble, so his dad saying he's disappointed in him for something he didn't even do is eating at me. I'm terrified to tell my boyfriend, though, because I know it'll just cause even more problems. I don't understand. Yeah, okay, this is a today I fudged up, but we're definitely going to apply the AITA scale, the ASCON scale to you, because what is happening here with you, OP? What I think you need to evaluate, like, what is going through your mind whenever you're making these rash decisions, and obviously not thinking things through here, but kind of thinking things through here, because you grabbed the brick, and that was obviously an impulse thing. You weren't thinking that through. The baseball, you did for a reason, because you did think that through. Then you kept quiet the whole time this kid was getting his ass ripped by his dad. That was thinking that through too. So, like, you framed this kid, you feel bad about it, but what you did when you felt bad about it was leave. Like, there's another impulse decision that doesn't make any sense here either. And if you think that telling the truth from the beginning is going to cause more problems than what you've done here, I have even more concerns for you. This was a terrible thing to do to a kid. And now, if and when the truth is found out, this kid's never going to trust you. Your boyfriend's never going to trust you. Did you not think about the long-term implications of what you've done here? Like, a broken window because you lost your shit for a second is a fixable thing. And in a relationship, that's a fixable thing. Framing his child, letting him take the fall for it, watching him cry and get grounded from his Xbox and his phone, and just leaving cannot be fixed. What is wrong with you? I think we all know where this is going, but this is a terrible shit thing to do. Why? Why would you do this? And what about this makes sense at all? And it's like, you know what? I've had terrible relationships in the past. You know what I think is going to prevent this one from being really bad? Doing something that's completely dishonest, and I'm going to hide the secret until it festers to the point where I have to fess up to it, and then the relationship is over. One path here allowed you to still be in a relationship, and one path is most certainly going to destroy it. Also, you did a terrible thing in the process, and it wasn't the brick. In fact, I think we have something new that we can use on this OP today. Let's do it. DFHB rejection for you. That's where we're at. I think I need to align the sound effects a little bit better on that, but first time using it. Cut us some slack. DFHB rejection. ASCON 1, you have failed, OP, at life. Reevaluate. You probably shouldn't be in a relationship right now anyway because you make really dumb choices. This was a dumber choice than throwing the steak at the window. No fun in this one at all. No. Nay, I say.